Right, Kondechi everyone. How are you? Hope you're right. How's it going? And today we are at it, back to it. Um, so basically, I'm going to actually work out this illustration a little bit more. My goal today is to finish the line art for sure, which shouldn't really take me that long, and place flats, which also shouldn't take me that long. We'll see how long we are going to stream today. I'm feeling lucky, but we'll see. Here we are back at it again. To this illustration of Mio. There we go. And yeah, this is it. This is how we are going to go about it. We are just going to continue. Um, so apparently Twitter is actually going to prohibit multi-streaming multi-streaming chat, right? So basically I shouldn't be able to properly show the thing. If you're wondering the hell is the thing I'm doing right now is actually uh I'm actually brushing my beard because I felt it like messing up. Of course, I'm after a shower, so it dries to be like really damn hard. So I'm gonna work things out. I wouldn't say I've got really long beard. It's well, yeah, it's this long, like 4 fingers long, like this. If you're wondering, yeah, and I've got pretty thin fingers. Apparently, recently checked my finger size, and apparently I've got, based on what the jewelry lady from the jewelry store said, I've got really thin ones as for a guy. So that's okay. I think we're all set. Post, copy, publish, and we are here. And here, as promised, because I did promise today on Discord that I'm going to continue the Mio's illustration, and so I do. And that's the that's the thing. I'm really happy that I was capable to do so. You know, I'm really happy I could do so. I'm pretty stoked every single time wherever I can, whenever I can stream. Right, so that's the huge goal of mine. And we are at 3 out of 7 streams so far, right? This is the third one. My goal is to make a nice 7 stream long streak this week, which means I want to stream this week for every single day. And since we're at it, let's look into the illustration. Let's prepare. I've sent out all the stuff and of course some music. Sorry if I've blasted your ears. Alrighty, we can continue. So of course I'm going to use my harder brush. I think I've seen hearts in the chat. Thank you so much. Hearts in the chat on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, just this is the thing I was thinking of doing, basically. Let me just quickly check if I'm okay, I think I'm not really losing it. Maybe I'm going to drop to 50%, so I could be sure that you are not going to lose hearing because of me. And yeah, today's day was pretty crazy. Of course, jam-packed with work because, of course, my work day. But it's better not to talk about it. And yeah, I have to say, ever since I came back to making Hololive illustrations, I'm feeling pretty refreshed. I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm always stoked to draw some really cool designs, especially that I can, do some tomfoolery that I'm doing right now, with Mio today. Yeah, I've got this really specific thing in my mind. I think I've talked about this already on streams, but I guess I could continue. So basically, I want to treat every illustration as a project. So every sketch I'm doing is, of course, going to be working things out and such. But yeah. Wait, because yeah. Yeah, so this is the thing. Once in a while, I'm still like being like messaged from work, and this kind of thing. And then it's more a give or take like this. So, but yeah, quick response, and I don't have to worry about nothing, at least this time around. Yeah, so basically the thing I want to do is like treating every single illustration like a project, which means I'm going to set up and plan a little bit more ahead when it comes to those. I really want to spend more time on my illustrations. I think you've already figured out. I think we're figuring out on the go what I'm going to draw this time around. I want to finally work out stuff as like I'm going to sit down, make some kind of idea, and basically recently I've been kind of getting to it, working things out on the side how I can even like custom all of that and make it work. It's quite a specific thing, I guess, making boards, to like first board to gather up idea, then like inspiration board, then board for each illustration that I've got in mind. I guess that would work. It's actually something that I should be doing. This is like pipeline of most of the artists. Like each illustration is like different project in the end, right? So of course most of the artists are doing this like that. I was always like trying to play on time, which I've noticed was actually getting on my quality. So I was actually like switching from quality to quantity over quality, which is kind of healthy and toxic when it comes to artist behavior. It's mostly toxic to yourself kind of thing. So it's better to take time. I was scolded by folks from the chat on many occasions actually. But yeah, why? Hi Zaga, got every here. How are you? Hope it has gone. So yeah. Still want to learn programming, so hopefully at some point I'm going to also be able to find more time to learn stuff on this extent. For programming, I need to like figure out when I can sit down and just cut off from all the noises and stuff, so I could focus on learning. Although I'm way better when someone is explaining this to me for some reason, instead of whenever I'm reading. Although I'm learning through memorizing informations by words, so I should actually learn faster by reading, but it's for some reason not working for me. Hi, Ann, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything has gone. Hi, hi. How have you been, buddy? How are we doing? So yeah, we're continuing the illustration from yesterday's sketching stream. Hope it'll turn out well. For not joining yesterday's stream, as there was an exam of mine. That's alright, that's alright. Hi Ismar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going? Hi, hi. How have you been? So yeah. I had to sleep early for early morning revision. That's good, that's good. It's always nice to be all nicely refreshed, so it's good to like sleep perfect time for you before exams, and you know, quick quick sessions to revise. That's actually like burning in more informations. So that's a good thing. No need to be sorry about it. School is important, remember. And yeah. What kind of exam? By the way, why she got that smug face? I wouldn't say it's a smug, it's more like, you know, damn. Because she's spilling the tea. Because she wants to make that, you know, epic tea pour, because she's dressed also in a maid outfit. And I'm glad because the Mio's Discord community actually, from the unofficial Discord server, if I recall, actually approved. Surprisingly, they've actually approved. I wanted to ask why I don't remember the first half of this drawing. Yeah, it was from yesterday's stream. Yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. And how are you, Zach? Actually, I suppose you were sleeping yesterday. Didn't realize I slept over the stream. Yeah, I remember, right? How are we feeling though? That's more important. I really want to get around to coming back and watching some more anime, but you know, it's like 12-14 hours yesterday to today. Damn! You feeling alright? Usually I'm getting hit with such a sleep time whenever I'm about to get sick, you know? Or whenever I'm sick. Bro had to recharge his batteries, like for real, for real. Real, most of the time on weekends I sleep like 16 hours. Damn, that's a lot of time. For me, even when it's weekend, I'm sleeping, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. That's like my work time to get up, but this is actually because I know that when I'm going to sleep on weekends differently, I'm going to fight with sleeping normally until 7 a.m. for the rest of the week. For some reason. It's really easy for me to push the hours ahead, to like sleep past 7 a.m. But then it's more difficult for me to push it back, even though I'm falling asleep, for example, earlier or anything like this. I don't know, it's just, you know, weird case for me. Actually, recently I've got some monster energies yesterday. I get that. Yeah, yeah. So I've got Monster Energies yesterday. I haven't had Monster Energy in a long while. I was a huge Monster drinker in during my technical college times, or technical high school, however you want to call it. So yeah. So yeah. You know, that's the thing. And basically, I don't know, I think there was something going on with the can, because the can smelled funny. Sorry for leaving in Zaga, it was on a college exam of our architecture aptitude on perspective. That's... whoa, that's actually huge. And don't be sorry, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we have to leave, you know? It's nice, it's nice. But yeah. I've had a really cool sandwich too for lunch. That being said, what did you eat today, folks? What did you eat? Had any hearty thing? And Davis, I think the tea should not be that straight. It's a sketch. This is a sketch. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to add some like twisted lines and such. Maybe even like make a split here. You know, just I'm going to make it more lively. It's actually, I've done this with a line tool. But yeah, usually the fluids are kind of twisting. They're bumpy on the way down for some reason. Although you can actually structurize it to be smooth, and then it would be straight, but you would have to have some kind of like sonic amplifier that would actually like generate things like that. Oh, I like those. I did a lot of technical drawings. Some of them were buildings or structures. Actually, I want to get into that on on the next study streams. It looks like she's summoning a magic stuff like Frieren. Maybe, actually. Yeah. But I really like the way how those thinner lines are making the line work actually pop up with the sketch lines. I really like it. It gives more... You know what that reminds me? When you are, for example, drawing traditionally and you are making a line art. You know? Because you are like taking the... You know... You're actually taking the... like line arting pen, right? It looks like she's summoning... Oh, okay, I've read it. Yeah. Actually, I really want to watch Frieren second season. Is it fully out already? I'm not sure if I want to watch it before or after Akamaga kill. If it's not fully out yet, I'm going to wait. But who knows? It's supposed to have 12 episodes, right? Or 24? Or 14? There are also 14 episoders. That's something I could never really comprehend. How are they determining how many episodes would they give to the season of anime? Because I've noticed a lot of first seasons actually start with 24 episodes, and then next seasons are getting only 12. It's like a weird thing, weird pattern. Like, for example, My Hero Academia had that. I think, if I remember correctly, their first season was 24 episodes. Next episodes were like 14 or 12, something like that. Last one was 12, I think. But last one actually, I think, had like some additional episodes going on too. You know, like some kind of fillers to fill in the rest of the series. Or maybe it was 10 episodes too. It's weird. It kind of be repetitive for you know drawing the same building in the first sem in 3.1. Like they check it by keeping it at ally in view. Yes, but it's actually teaching you a lot. You know why it's good to repeat drawings once in a while? Because then you can actually compare how much you've improved to the previous one. Because you are looking at your previous work and you're looking at your new work. So for example, if I would draw, for example, let's say like Davis in certain pose, just a character art, for example, and after a year I'm sitting down drawing Davis in the same pose, like exactly the same one, just redrawing it, I can more accurately analyze my progress and calculate how much I've improved over the year. That's why actually art schools are also doing that, because your teachers are keeping notes of your previous artworks. And they're actually comparing with those notes and how you've done in the previous attempt to your new one, and they are capable to like track if you've actually received a regress on something or did you progress on something, what are your weak sides now. It's like, because art is very specific, because some people are going to learn specific things differently. Like for example, I've actually caught up with drawing humans really quickly. And I'm not even joking, at 7 years old I was already capable to draw like realistically proportional human being. Something that would resemble it. And it wasn't a stickman. Like actually I was capable to draw a human being resembling a character that had give or take realistic proportions. That is actually, as for 7-year-old, that's actually really huge to achieve. Even though, like, okay, there are people that can achieve other things faster, but it's like, you know, some people are freaks. Hi Vlad, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. Well, Vlad, I'm giving you a timeout for that. For 1 minute this time. No talking like that to people, okay? Like that's, yeah. Like no talking for that. Like no matter what, you know, you might not like someone or something, but no introducing your personal beefs with someone in the chat. That's timeout worthy. I'm acting up on it. See ya in 1 minute. That's also a rule. Like, let's all be, you know, like friendly and just be human to one another, you know? Iteration of one of them. We're here to just chill. And so this is, you know, this is why it's very interesting thing why things like that are happening. No, it's okay, I have heard that from many. I have a habit of talking and writing. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're here to talk. It's actually an interesting topic. Because, like, over time, you wouldn't actually expect a school being like this. You know what I mean? So it's alright. It's alright. That was something that a lot of schools would do back in the days. But like, for example, going out and teaching to draw, for example, from like live drawings, right? Or field works are not necessarily going on over, you know, are not necessarily going over things. So yeah, but personally I feel like I need to do similar things, you know? Like, for example, finding like a good view from like I guess Google Street View. This is actually something that goes hard. If you go and try to work things out from Google Street View, it's you know, it's like more or less the same kind of thing. That's the kind of stuff. I really need the workaround with things. The Street View might actually help me, considering that I don't really have like anything interesting. At some point I was in a totally different city, not my city, in a cafe, and I was actually drawing the environment. I've went to one side of the cafe, drew the you know, things in the perspective from that side. Then I've like walked around the mall, came back, ordered another cup of coffee, and actually drew the cafe from different side. And I could also compare the views between the two different things. There's something cool about like going out and drawing like this. I always like this idea. And to be fair, since I've got my tablet, you know, iPad, I've got an iPad for drawing in field. Because I'm more of a digital artist at this point. In grand total, it's way cheaper. I think I've like saved on paper, pencils, and other things much more than how much I've spent already on my digital art. Even though graphic tablets are not cheap, they're actually not cheap at all. You know, this is the thing. And despite that, drawing on graphic tablets and such, and in the digital media, you know, in general, I have to say I've saved much more than than as if I would stay in traditional media. That's actually something. Although I still miss traditional media, I've got a bunch of it. I want to come back and, for example, do some sculpting. I've got... how much pounds? Not pounds, kilograms? 1, 2, 3, 4... I think like 5 or 6 kilograms of clay, air dry clay. I want to make like a, you know, air dry sculpture. So we'll see. Maybe I'm going to make some stream where I'm going to sculpt. So yeah. That's actually crazy, you know? And yeah, we're slowly doing this, the line art. Line works need a lot of time and patience because you're kind of like going over things you've already drew. So like, you know, your brain is going like haywire because we already do that, like do something else. At least mine. And I'm always trying to rush. But actually, the more you're rushing, the longer it's going to take in grand total. It's better to actually stay and do slower lines than trying to draw them really quickly, because you're just going to go over and over and over again over all of this. I don't know why today I'm I'm going so much for I don't know why I'm going so much for like technical talk and like how to draw and such. So yeah, you know, that's the thing. I'm kind of pondering some more elements. So for example, that Excel thing I was talking about is going to for sure help me, but I guess I'm going to connect it with Pinterest, but I need to like work out how, you know, changing accounts between Pinterest. because I've got my private Pinterest thing that I'm using for drawings whenever I'm drawing on my iPad, but I guess I'm going to make one where I'm going to just make things like boards for specific illustrations. And like, you know, I'm going to look into that and like, oh, that would work, this would work, and such and such and such. And like, then I'm going to come in, maybe pick up some stuff that would genuinely work. Because again, I want to really work out things like restaurants. I want to do some inside artworks, outside artworks, so like just generally working out a lot of backgrounds that are going to be very like so much different, you know, with everything. But it's like going to be very problematic to decide what exactly I want to go for, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of, you know, working things through. Okay. Yeah. So basically I'm just, you know, kind of working through the you know, my ideas. Like one of the things is that I want to make an idea list. That's like my my main thing for now. I've got some one that involves once again Mio in a maid outfit. I don't know why. It's also an idea from the Mio's unofficial Discord server. This one it's not, but it's kind of derivative from it. Because like the one that they gave me includes several characters in one piece, and I was like, I don't feel like I want to draw several characters in one drawing. I don't think like I want to. So I'm just kind of like, you know, working stuff out. And to be fair, the sheer reason that I'm already streaming for 33 minutes and I'm just now finishing her head is actually the reason why I've planned out to finish on the stream the line art and flats, because flats are going to be really fast to do. And because I've got a tool that uses the lasso tool but makes filling, it's a filling thing. So basically the shape that I'm going to draw with the lasso tool is going to be filled with a solid color, and that's how I'm planning on making the flats, because that takes me about like 10 minutes to fully color things with this. Meanwhile, the previous thing, when I had to like tediously, you know, look into what can be, you know, properly colored and whatnot, that was problematic. But why do you have to do it in proper perspective? Would assume you need it on technical drawings. I mean the buildings. For me, rest can be done in CAD and rendered in perspective. Oh, you mean the N? Yeah, I guess. Or maybe it's like, you know... Sorry, I was still looking to future GF. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad. No need to be sorry about it. But yeah, I'm kind of like pondering the like, for me it would have to be done like that, I guess, like the perspective, right, instead of like technical drawing. But I think he's not like typical architect kind of thing, but like she likes to paint and needs someone who can do the foundation drawing. And I know the right guy. Me. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Hey, let's go. Let's go. She likes to paint. That's actually really good. She likes to paint aquarelle, but dislikes to draw. Well, you can do paintings without drawing. It's a bit more difficult, but oh gee, that squeak was okay. Diabolical, by the way. But I think it's, you know, recently I've been talking a lot at work, so I think it's just my, you know, vocal cords giving out. Likes to play with paint and getting messy. I mean, like, you can just paint without like sketches or anything like that with aquarelle, and actually a lot of people are doing this. And sketches are to support you whenever you have no idea what to draw or how to draw things in a proper thing, you know what I mean? Like, for example, how quite often I'm messing up a hand or arm, and I have to like check the reference and make a bit more detailed, you know, construction. That's how sketches are for painters, most likely, you know, over time. Like, I just can't seem to get it right. I'm just going to, like, you know, I'm just going to scribble a little bit of a sketch and then paint over it or something like this. I don't think she knows anatomy as well as me. I'm back. Let's go. Welcome back. And yeah, I mean, you know, I guess anatomy is not really that difficult to do. Another reason to get back to the Davis's Art Academy, just to show, you know, how to make the anatomy so you could show it to your future GM. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. I mean, I think I can explain to her. Yeah, I mean, you know, someone is about to... Let's go. Let's go. If I do it doesn't really matter at that point. Yeah. But you know, sometimes you're going to be, for example, too busy, so she might as well just work things out for herself. You know? But like making one painting together this way might be like your special thing to come back to, even though she's going to already know how to sketch or something. Yeah, that sounds nice. Okay. The AA one. Yeah, I need to get to it. Like, first of all, I need to also make a list of topics. I have to make a bunch of lists to before even like working things out. Even though I was already like having this on plan to make those. Like, I was actually trying to make lists of topics for the AA. Did you do it somewhere nowish, as you talked about it last week? Yes, that's the thing, you know? That's the thing. But I just can't get to it. Like last week. Oh my. Freaky, freaky. Oh my. But yeah, like, I'm trying to just work. Oh, you only if you know. Freaky. Golly. Dear Lord. Davey has an idea. Oh my. And from my side, you and your lover have a good time together. You're in a relationship, yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the thing, like, you know, last week, actually last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, were hellish. Things calmed down this week, and I know for sure that there might be like a huge una mucha problema at the end of the week, because it can't be that perfect, you know what I mean? Alright, what happened with the customer? I've been from the Valentine's Day. Let's go. That's actually huge. Congrats, man. Congrats. And the client, well, we have to wait for confirmation. Either we stay or not. That depends what they've established. That was the plan for us too, but she got sick. Oh. Should have come with chicken noodle soup. Bye. Bye bye, Vlad. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Take care. But yeah, you know, it's you know, I guess this kind of thing. If you know what I mean. Got a nice suit and plant the flowers and sweets. Oh, that's actually hella romantic. Hot damn. Wanted to be fancy. You know, that kind of like resembles my idea I've got for something. Someone here is a gentleman. Yeah. I've actually have a plan, but I need to wait for confirmations and such. He's a princess type. Ooh. I see, I see. Very cool, very cool. Should I have... What? Not to be rude. Oh my. I don't mind. Oh my. That's crazy though. I have that energies anyways. Sun. So and about the client, yeah, kinda need to work things out. Wait, I've got a photo from someone, from my boss. He sent me a phone number. Hey, it's your choice to love her on her inside beauty or outer beauty. I mean, love doesn't choose. My boss just asked for some phone number to the guy. We will see how those kidneys look like. Or what? JK. Oh my. Yeah, because you know, my boss is like, no, brother became a real eater in bed. Oh my. Imagine. To be fair, I could make him wait, just so he would know that I'm not going to respond like 24/7. So he would learn his place. Even though it's my boss, he needs to learn some freaking standards, you know what I mean? Some borders. And how are you getting along with your pair? Me? I'm I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Really, yeah, really good. You know, we're planning things. We're planning things. I really want to, like, you know, either me going to go visit or she might come to visit, but you know, it's very difficult considering how far we are from one another. Like flights, it's going to be expensive, lol. Yeah, I mean, from America to Poland, it's going to be relatively cheaper than from Poland to America. Future artist incoming. Oh my. Yeah, you know, I just kind of trying to. Maybe cheaper if you go both to Spain. That's what I was thinking about, or England, yeah, or Norway. Actually, my father lives in Norway. He works there, comes by from time to time, so it might be even easier because you know, Oslo and such. And I think I've seen flights to Oslo, but I need to push the, you know, the movement a bit to left side of the map from Poland. It's expensive. They, bruh. I don't think Norway that cheaper to go to than Poland. Yeah, you know, that might be the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, England might not be really the cheapest. Oh, there is Iceland midway too. Yeah. But like, I want something warm. Going to the Europe tour, so I tell you. I was thinking Spain, to be fair. Iceland can be warm, lol. Yeah, especially during summer, I know. But like, you know, Greenland is the cold one. Yeah. But like, yeah. Bro. I don't know. I don't know. What up with Spain? Barcelona is nice. So I've heard. Actually, so I've heard. Well, you know, you know, I need to like work things out with stuff, you know what I mean? Because I need to figure out time off. I need to work out time off from work. I need to see what things we can visit, you know. With Poland, it's just going to be way easier because I already know the areas where we are going to go. So basically I can already like plan things out. But to be fair, you are right. I'm actually kind of considering it now as a more selfish point to European too. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Why would it be selfish? Because like, because I'm bringing her to Poland, you know what I mean? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger gonna get buff for the so you can protect her, bro. Yeah, it's the, you know, that's the thing. I'm like kind of pondering things because the selfishness comes because like I'm bringing her to Poland, but like, how about Swiss? Switzerland is pretty good. Isn't Devi like a head taller than Arnie? I don't know. I'm 180. I'm 180 flat when it comes to the centimeters. Also, I've learned that in America, when they're writing things in the ID, oh, he's 188. Oh, okay. So he's kind of head taller than me. Alright, makes sense. But I've learned that in America, they're on your ID, they're like rounding up your thing. Get buff then, or get a name, but I suspect you have those. Yeah, I do. I do. Whenever I'm going to the city, without like reaching the thing. You know, without reaching the thing, I'm kind of going to worry. You go on a robbing walk? Nah. So basically, like, whenever I'm going back from work, there's lower risk of getting mugged, you know what I mean? But when, for example, I'm going with my mom, like, in the afternoon, or noon, right? Or in the morning, for some reason there's a way higher risk to get mugged or robbed. So that's why whenever I'm not going to work and I'm going somewhere with my mom, I'm always taking my knife with me. Because, like, you never know. People are freaked up. Also, I've got a knife that has, like, a... chance here. I see. You're lucky, by the way. I don't about YouTube, but my GF is my family. So we are sorry until we decide to earn those dollars and get shifted. That's nice. That's nice. To be fair, we don't really have those things with like accepting from families, you know? If my family is not going to accept my girlfriend, I just won't care. And they might not really tolerate her, but like, yeah, we need her. Yeah. Like, what matters is like my happiness, you know? I don't care what people are going to say from my family. But I don't have much family, only one member besides me. Oof. Well, I've got sister, brother, mother and father, and some like relatives. I don't really meet with the relatives as much anymore, but yeah. I don't think they even know about it. I think only my grandma knows, and she's thrilled. She's actually happy. Yeah, arranged marriage in past have really embedded in the culture in India here. I see. My family, everybody dies, and my mom is in Germany. I see. She's already in Germany? Yeah. Damn, that was fast. Went there like 2 weeks ago. Huh. Are you okay? Or you need some help? What you mean? Who? Yeah. Oh, 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, you were talking to me about this in January. The time flew so fast for me that I didn't notice. No, not having any close ones fellas kinda lonely, you know? Hmm. I have a soon to be GF. Yeah, exactly. And there are always friends you can hang out with. Some good friends. Yeah, exactly. I've also got some good friends. They're always there for me whenever I need them. Whenever I'm like writing like, "Ayo, can we meet?" They're like there in up to an hour. Matter of concern. Well, you know, if someone would need help, they. Oh no. Hmm. I mean, if someone would need help, they would definitely like go out and like talk with someone. But if you've got friends and like people that you can work out with, stuff, you know, been kind of alone in the past 10 years. Oh my. But to be fair, there's something to it. For example, I was living alone for nearly a year. I've actually disappeared for nearly a year. Maybe slightly over. I forgot different personalities, yeah. And to be fair, when I was living there for like half a year, nearly a year, something like that, I don't remember now how long I've been away from my family home. But I have to say, that was a refreshing experience. I felt really good. For some reason, I've actually felt like I've like woke up a little bit. You know, I was more energetic. I was capable to work on way more things. Trying to be happy alone. Also build a whole career and life doing it. Hmm. Yeah. You know, personally, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I guess there's something with like living with parents. For some reason, there's like this, you know, thing in Poland that a lot of younger adults, like 20 to 20, up to 25, they're like quickly moving out from their parents' flats, living on their own. I'm 26 and I still live with my parents. And it's kind of like, you know, that's kind of getting on me, you know what I mean? But like, we're getting back to the generational households. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because like, it's difficult to actually work stuff out now. I have really loved my mother as she only one who supported me in my architecture journey, so it's fair to repay her back. Yeah, people can't afford houses. True, true. But people in Poland are renting out houses, which for me is kind of foolish. Because you're like, you still don't have your own house and you're paying someone additionally to paying your bills. but there are models for like leasing the houses of some kind. There are. Isn't architecture like a kind of prestigious subject? I guess so. Yeah, architecture is actually pretty crazy. God have mercy. Oh my. But it is. Architects, like some engineering, doctors, those are like prestigious things. I've had a friend with like really strict parents, and they were like, "No, oh, you are going to be a doctor and stuff," and like he told them like, because like they were trying to make a life for him, and he was like, "Nah, I want to be an artist," and they were like, "Please at least go for architecture." Lawyers, engineers, architects, yeah. Like they literally say like, "Please at least go for architecture. You can draw whatever you want, just please go for architecture." Prestigious, like highly paid, and like, you know, on the same level as doctors and lawyers, you know, like parents want to have like either like doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, like this kind of thing, you know, like something that usually parents nope, not in here. Well, like one of those jobs you can make really good money. Yeah, like with architecture you can actually be really successful. You can be very prestigious. People know only the first three. Well, that's crazy, actually. Well, if they know only the first three, that means you are going to have higher chances to get a job as an architect, but and still get really well, you know, one of the best paid jobs here after engineers. Yeah. To be fair, I want to like go around the architecture, you know, but I don't. I want to, you know, be able to create like mock-ups for architectures and learn everything from like, you know, from like being in the first time job kind of thing as a junior or a scholar or something like that. They can still do that here. Brother, which country are you from? Zega, gotta shift there and get that bang. I mean, here in Poland, you're also going to score a lot of money as an architect. Heck, people are from abroad are coming to Poland as architects. Hungry? So yeah. Also, we work with a lot of Indians in IT. No, I'm not from. Are you hungry? Got some, bro. I think a lot of European countries are trying to get a lot of architects. Tikka masala. Think it's Indian? I think so. At least here in Poland it's sold as Indian food. Bro. I would kill for some tikka masala though. Or some curry. Nice it is. Yeah. I really like some of those. Curry, tikka masala, butter chicken. I really want to try butter chicken. I think, yeah, next time I'm going to be at the mall. I need to check because I think I've seen one of the places that are selling Indian food in there. I really want to try it out. And surprisingly, there's a lot of people like coming here to Poland and getting a bug from just doing things that in their countries is like normal everyday stuff. You know, like freaking like for others the job is so ordinary, like cleaning streets, yet over here it's like highly paid. Yeah, and those bloody American bro, those geniuses, bro. I mean, it's not like they are stealing the geniuses. Just the geniuses are running to other country to feel more appreciated. Same comes to Poland. Like in Poland, like, do you think why so many Polish people are going to America and like discovering this, making that kind of prototype, this, and this, and like a lot of Polish people, we constantly hear like Polish person did something after abroad, and this is like always the same thing. When it's going to be the time where Polish person in Poland figured something like done this, because it's like, you know, kind of weird. But then Microsoft moved to India. They pay better. Yeah, actually. But not really. Not really. Oh well. For the high-end positions, they pay a lot better. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, it starts to get political. I need to cut the topic. Let's please end it. Okay? Yeah, he's getting frustrated. Yeah. Counts as high intellectual profession though. Yeah. It's very difficult to become an architect, to be fair. Like calculating the, especially the transition of weight. Can I keep your stream in background and study? I mean, of course. Go on. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, I'm just kind of personally, I think I could go for like interior designer or something like that. I really wanted to be like an interior designer. It's not really that difficult to match furniture and such to the rooms, preparing like room projects and etc. You know? But yeah. Never mind. No, go on. Thing it requires imagination. I mean, doesn't every job require imagination? I think stuff can be done with only lexical knowledge. Yeah. I mean, any attending character design. You true. You know? And then like character designs and others. Especially if some unexpected room shape comes up. Yeah. But like there are 3D tools for it now. You know, that you can just plan out a design for things. I've actually planned out my room personally, and I'm slowly building it out. I've already unlocked like crap load of space. I did the form design back in the times. I see. Like vehicles. I see. Oh, that's actually interesting. I realize it's more. I'm more interested in how they work. Huh. I really want to make a good portfolio, but I think I could make a portfolio from works I'm doing right now. The question is, like, you know, is it actually going to work things out? Because it's not about the, like, what I'm drawing, but actually about some things, like if I'm capable to make some light design and such. Just a quick question, yeah? Just fit, smell, and nose run. Goodbye. Oh my. Why do we cook bacon and bake cookies? Oh my. Thanks, I hate it. Almost done with the line art. It's taking us over an hour now. Huh. Well, I think I've calculated times right this time. Yeah, I like that outfit. Same. I actually like that outfit too. It's pretty interesting too. But again, I kind of just like the designs of made outfits. They're really interesting. As for outfits that are uniform like with only black and white colors, they're pretty interesting for an eye. They have very interesting shape, if you know what I mean. One more genuine question. Yeah. What's Rule 34? It shows safe search on Google and it's all over my Insta feed. Rule 34 is a... yeah. It's... search it with DuckDuckGo. Yeah. That'll be simple. It's difficult to really explain. You're old enough. What does it mean? DuckDuckGo is a search engine like Google, but it's like allowing you to view things and go above the safe searches and stuff. So you learn what that is exactly. It's kind of private, yeah. Well, there you go. Can I link here? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think only you as a mod can send links. Okay. We've got this and this. Safe search is not activating for me. Maybe it's a country thing? Possibly. But actually, I think safe search is something you can set up in the thing. I've seen enough. I mean, dude, you've asked. It's literally that. Like, we can't really talk about it on stream. Oh my. We just gave you an answer, yeah. You would have told me just in code words. I don't think there are many code words that could describe it exactly. I was trying, but couldn't really find any that would fit. I was just dumb enough to search cat on it. Okay. Oh my. Not really the first line, it's oh, you click the first result. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That explains a lot. Can the Wi-Fi owner see this if I had seen it on DuckDuckGo? That's kind of sick. No, since it's HTTPS. I was right, you are freaking. But you are what? Freaking ass. Oh my. Damn. On Guy Fawkes mask. Oh my. I really think that. OG. Am I wrong? Yeah. My neighbor's kid. Oh. I see. Close enough. He was the one who told me about Davis. Hey, nice. He was trying after he was after he got banned. Well, you know, rules are rules. Breaking them is. I've seen too many things. Oh my. Rules are rules. Also, the stream is 16 plus, so if I remember it, I still love this day. To be fair, yeah. When we were kids, we said some dumb shit too. Yeah, but like, hey, what time is it there? 2024. PM AM? Well, we don't have PM AM, it's just 2024. It's 8:25 PM. So yeah. What I imagined? What? What did you imagine, Zaga? I'm scared. Maybe I'm woken up before 10 AM in the morning, Zaga. You said you had. How funny it would be a bug in the T stream. A bug in the T stream? I could draw it. Yeah, I can make it. I still wake up at 6 AM. Don't give him ideas. Oh, why? Oh my. Certainly. Probably, you know, to work as we kind of all do. I'm waking at 7 AM. I guess I'm going to leave it that straight, you know? I think it works. It shouldn't really, but it's anime. I'm not drawing realistically, so I can just allow myself for some freedom on this. Just gonna... Yeah. It's time to play Arc Riders or play chess versus Americans who are way worse on the same level. Oh my. Okay. I've got that. I'm going to now start doing the thing. Start coloring. The background to practice the backgrounds. We'll see. We're in the case where I can base the background off of the character. This is also going to be a nice training because quite often I'm going to end up drawing just the characters, but the plan is to take things slowly. So just make background items instead of the full backgrounds. So I'm planning on making probably some kind of a shelf with, well, you know, maybe some tea kinds or something like that. you know, just generally work things out bit by bit. Like for example, Rinotina does. He knows how to draw backgrounds. He knows how to do his stuff, but he quite often draws characters that just have some more elaborated things. That she wearing long gloves? No. I think it before perfecting, just first make it exit. Yeah, you know, it's just at first you need to make something exist and then it'll happen, you know. It's because the arms skin indentation. Yeah, here, right? It kind of gives off the vibe. I see what you mean. You know Lewandowski? Well, sounds Polish, yeah. He's a Polish football player. Plays for Barcelona? Yep. He left the Polish representation and went to Barcelona. He was also playing in Real Madrid. Is that like since he mentioned about Euros one day? Oh my. Well, you know, not all dads are focusing around the money. Maybe he's just proud of his son that he achieved something, not necessarily just because of the money. Culture. Yeah. Culture. Not, would never play for it. A lot of parents here don't care how much money their children make. Yeah. Same here. I mean, he did. I think it wasn't really for long, but he did play for Real. I was talking about Jordan Davis. My dad? Why my dad? You told one day. Uh oh the Euro 2026. Uh we're not really that much into watching matches and such. Back in the days my father used to watch more, but now he also doesn't watch anything anymore. The Euros with him, so I thought we are not really that huge of fans actually. For some reason, because Euro 2016, yeah, Euro 2016 was like, or 2012 it was. I think it was, yeah, I don't remember now. But the Euro I've watched with him was like Kyle was actually taking part in Poland. That's why there was like so many different advertisements for it. And because of that, just me and my father were watching just for the sheer sake of watching it because of how they were like constantly talking about that. Nothing too crazy, you know. As a matter of fact, less and less people are interested in football in Poland. It's a good run in it. I wouldn't say so. Every time. I mean, we're way better in volleyball. or basketball even. Well, it's not that bad. I don't know, for us it's always like the same kind of thing that, you know, our representation is going to like Euros and all the other kind of things, as much as spend half of year GDP on football and we oh my. Imagine. I mean, our representation is not that bad if you think about it. Don't have to imagine its reality. Yeah. Like, you know, it's just we have this saying that Poland is always going to lose in football. We're much better in volleyball and basketball even for that. Like, Gordat is, you know, quite renowned basketball player. Not even a single penny. We don't spend our GDP on football and we too sexy, bro. Not even a single penny. Damn. Man. Instead, they build 10-15 big stadiums, like world-class stadiums, while hospitals are collapsing and they cut school funds. Able to afford them and nobody using them, bruh. Imagine. I think I've seen it somewhere talking about, like, people were talking about this. Sorry, political. Yeah, it's alright. Didn't caught up to that. Oh yeah. Thank you for checking. The FIFA for to do something about it personally by videos. Damn. The corruption. Whatever. Yeah. For us, I have to say, like, we're quite far in this illustration for now. Because we are making the flats now, and to be fair, next stream, really people are doing great things. Yeah, like streaming, for example, there's way too many greedy streamers. Way too many. Ideogami feels kinda justified. I mean, the character was... They always ask for money, yeah. So, for example, Light, when it comes to the character description, he was written to be this way. He was made to be justified by the cause that he was going for. But over time, he changes his goal because he shifts his, end goal from making world better and safer place to I'm going to be the god of new reborn world kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why that's like how it goes for Light. It's not necessarily like certain portion of he's justified for certain point, but then he shifts his personality, right? I still helped people. He only helped people at the start of the anime. Later on he kills just to be justified. And so people would fear him. It's kinda in shambles. I've had a friend. He was a really good friend of mine. He said that, and I'm telling this because like it, you know, his words kind of helped me when I was in really, down when I was in shambles. And to your Aaron, Yeah, because that's, you know, that's the thing. But, you know, back to the thing, he really helped me when I was in shambles. I had a really low point of my life. It was still in gymnasium times. So, you know, before I went to technical college. So basically, he told me that no matter how much you feel how the ground is disappearing from underneath your feet and how far you think you're falling, if you're going to let yourself fall with it, at some point there's going to be ground you're going to fall on, and there are going to be new paths that formed over time from all the ground that fell in. And basically, that kind of makes a lot of sense. It's quite a nice quote from him. He was the guy that always had solutions for tough situations. He wasn't really in good situation. He was coming from, like, I guess if I remember correctly now, Detroit slums. And, you know, basically, he wasn't really in good, like, situation himself. But those words really, like, helped me go through many things, and I have to say, you know, I think something similar happened to Aaron. So Aaron, yeah, when it comes to Aaron, yeah, it did happen to him, you know, because at first his goal was to kill all titans, allow people to finally leave the enclosure. Quicksand? Well, maybe it's time to, you know, open your eyes and try to check if you're actually in the quicksand. If you don't have long-term goal, you're going to always feel like that. I always thrive for something, and I shift my goals. So glad I have a freaking jetpack. Yeah, exactly. With long-term goals, you have a freaking jetpack, mate. You do. And even though you are achieving that, you're always going to have kind of, you know, I have elytra. Well, I'll be damned. Bro having elytra. I am. One way or another, I'm really hoping that all of y'all are going to, you know, just doing better at some point in life. Like, constantly, like, being jealous of others, or, like, you know, blaming people for something. It's not a good thing. Because that's always going to happen. Like, people are always going to make issues. Sometimes you need to show them something. Like, for example, I showed my boss that it's not a fun in games anymore because the client wants to leave our company, you know, end the contract. Link here, please. Nope. Good. Send to the Discord. Mm-hmm. There is a video channel for them. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, you know, kind of working out this illustration now, so that's cool. That's cool. We're almost done with this one. With those steps, you know. Glad I've got that, you know, method quickly do flats. But making the line art in flats is taking me about full stream length. Links won't show in the Twitch chat. Yeah. I sleep here. It is 1:14 a.m. in the morning. Alrighty. Good night. Bye. Oh my. Be good. Yeah. I can't wait for the Freerun. So actually, is Freerun second season going to be out finally? Fully? I really want to finally read it, you know what I mean? I mean read it, watch it. And I'm wondering if I want to watch Freerun second season before Akame ga Kill or after. Not yet. You don't forget the mission here. Yeah. There's only like 6 episodes out. Yikes. Okay, I guess I'm going to watch, you know, this arc from 23, 24. I see. Okay. I guess I'm going to wait a little bit more, so I'm going to watch those 28 episodes from our next arc from One Piece. I'm going to watch Akame ga Kill, then I'm going to watch next set. Watch the Chainsaw Man movie. Just a reminder, I can't come to the stream tomorrow. Sorry about that in advance. It's okay. No worries. Still, thank you for coming. You know, and thank you for worries from your side. It's okay. Sometimes we're busy, sometimes we're not. So yeah. But yeah. Yep. Alrighty. There's going to be much more to that, but I want to just make flats because, like, you know, and because Mio has those things, you know what I mean? I just want the like flat colors to be painted fully. And we'll see. Maybe tomorrow we're also going to make our stream. We'll see. I'm feeling stoked that I can stream with no issues for 2 hours now. I'm really happy with that. I have new stickers. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Oh my, oh my. So, you know, like the red and white chunks on her fur and hair are going to be made later. I need to check things out. But I don't know why recently websites are not working right. Something's going on. Like I'm getting a lot of informations about like 5, I think it was 501 error or 502. like too many redirections or something like that. Like websites are literally getting like stroke. And it's not only me, it's like a bunch of people having this going on. They say that even like, oh, I've updated my Firefox and I've got this, I've updated my like Opera and so on and so on. So it's like weird that this is actually happening, you know? Because it seems like a new notorious thing, I guess. And now I'm doing this from sheer memory. I don't remember if that's actually how it goes. I think there was red on it, but I'm going to make it like this. I think it was red with yellow cross. And she has for sure golden eyes. And let's make white teapot, or no, let's make red teapot. Why not? Actually. Oh, oh my. Yeah. I'm going to paint over it anyway. Yep. And I need like brownish like this for the tea. Actually, it's supposed to be like red brown instead of anything. Kind of like this. Yeah, that's more tea-like color. Oh my. Alrighty. We'll see. Actually, I've seen the entire trilogy of the Sonic movies. I have to say those are pretty good, but they've changed a lot. Like they've changed, for example, Shadow's backstory, because in like in the original, the Shadow was like artificially created from Sonic's DNA, and that was like the thing, right? Because like Robotnik created a Shadow from his DNA, and it was like, ah shit. So he, you know, oh, he has a free will. Well, I'll be damned. That's pretty bad because he like said no and like, you know, screw you and this kind of thing. So he was like, ah, alright, whatever. What gives? And he created Metal Sonic because it was a robot he could create, and you know that was the thing. I think he also like, I think Silver was like some kind of character that was like a different hedgehog that we could finally compare Sonic with. Because like, you know, of course he was like a different hedgehog that we know that wasn't like made out of Sonic's DNA and enhanced genetically to actually be faster than Sonic. As you know, you know, shadow was. And actually silver, I think, was like a hedgehog totally other from everything else. Alrighty. Look at this. I think I'm going to make the cap same color. I could make the cap, you know, same color to previously before I started making the tea, but oh well. And yeah, I'm wondering what to watch with my mom today, though. Not sure it fits the color of the tea. Uh, you might be right. I think tea is like reddish brown, is it not? Wouldn't something like green look better? Like this? Oh, like matcha. Okay, I guess I could. Or... I mean the pot and the cup. Oh. Sure we can. Actually, yeah, that fits way better than the red. Okay, and last touches, which is a pale gray. Just to make the metallic color of the platter. Actually, I think tea in anime is green, is it not? Depends. Oh, I see. Alrighty. And this is the update. We've finished the flats, we've finished the line art. I'm really happy with that line art. Although I think I could make the lines a bit thinner, if you know what I mean. But if I do linear burn, yeah, it didn't do nothing. I don't know why, but Rina is doing like linear burn thing. It doesn't really need a can under the tray. What you mean? Oh, actually, wait. There. Yeah. So basically we need the red stripes in her hair. I need to figure out this color. I think her tail has white tip too. And basically we're going to shade tomorrow. That's really cool. That's really good for us. But I'm wondering if Mia is actually really pale. Feels like there's... feels like... Where's her thumb? Here. Because like she holds with 4 fingers underneath the tray, and then there's the thumb there. I'm going to make it with shadows, not, you know, so there wouldn't be much coverage on the thing. It's a big tray. Yeah, that's why she like holds it with the thing. It is a big tray and it doesn't really have much weight to it. Or well, I'm going to rethink that. I'm going to probably munch on some ice cream now after stream. I'm really happy with it. It really looks good. So yeah, Zegan and thank you so much for being active chat on Twitch. Meanwhile, also Esmer and Vlad, thank you so much for being active chat on YouTube. I was happy. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how far we are going with the illustration. I'm happy that we could have some talks. Although I don't like that we went that political today. You know, even though I was giving better topics. But I guess I need to work a little bit more not to get baited. But yeah, folks, as always, stay creative. I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.